Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm back, and I probably destroyed everyone's streaks because I was having a technical issue. Wiggle it just flipped me off. No, but I couldn't. It didn't look like it was streaming. I hit go live, and I was checking my Twitch page, just to check, and it was like my page wasn't going live, and I was like, did I leave the encoding test on by mistake? And I don't know if it was working, but hopefully everyone else is doing well. Hey Speedy, hey Dreadwing. Hopefully everyone's doing well. So it's now February. I'm officially done with my break. I am not rested at all. 100% after taking January off to relax and get some work done. The downside, I'm not relaxed. Upside is I did get some work done, so that's good. And actually, assuming I think all the base rigging to my new model is complete. All the base rigging is. There's still some optimizing I want to do to it and stuff, but the next phase is adding emotes and expressions and effects like that, which this model doesn't have. I want the new one to have, and some of the stuff I want to do, I'm going to have to go into learning because I've not done it before, and there's some things I'm going to have to learn how to do. So it's still month and a half away before a debut possibly happens. But just the fact that the base rigging's done. It's now as done as this model is, basically. But yeah, so that's what I've done. So hey Horror Pony. So yeah, we're back. I've kind of decided on what I was gonna play today. We're gonna do some Zomboid later, but I almost forgot. Apparently, they released a free short Silent Hill game on PS5, so I was like, oh. So I figured we would start with that. I don't know how long it is. I don't think it's a couple hours at most, but we'll see. People probably don't know this. Despite how quite often shitty it has been, Silent Hill is one of my favorite franchises. I think any Sonic fans, could understand that pain, right? Your franchise has just gone to shit, but it has a gem every once in a while. Except fuck Konami. But anyway. Yeah, I figured we'd try it out, called The Short Message. I have no idea what this thing is about. I know they're re-releasing... I know they're doing an updated Silent Hill 2. They're doing a full remaster of it. That's about all I know. How much snow do I want? All of it. We never get snow anymore. Steam Next Fest started today. So opponents sorted out for a while. Yeah, I saw that was out today. Well, I've kind of been planning what this month is gonna be because I know on Tuesdays, I'm not sure, Generation Zero had an update. I don't know if it fixed the crashes. Nelly was asking me if we wanted to go back to Generation Zero, continue with the Enshrouded on Tuesdays. So I'm not quite sure where we're going with that. But I know, this month we'll probably do some Zomboid. And then near the end of the month, Pacific Drive comes out. And I really want to play that. I've been looking forward to that for a year. So that'll probably be coming up at the end of the month. But yeah, so I had to set this up today. I realized ever since I upgraded my PC and installed Windows 11, I never put remote play back on. That's kind of loud, isn't it? I never put remote play back on Don't fade out the music. Come on, I need it for... There we go, volume adjustment. See if that works. Let me close that. Go ahead. So set up so the audio doesn't double. There we go. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Thanks. Tested this earlier today and it didn't do this. Come on, you know this isn't what I want. You know this isn't what... Fix this. Oh, that crashed. Why did that crash? We're to a great start. I tested this earlier and it worked fine. Damn it. Gonna capture now? You're not gonna capture now. Is that how we're gonna play it? Okay, now it's crashing. Why is it crashing? What the fuck? Why is it crashing? I mean, it's not like I don't have a backup today, but come on. If I full screen it. Nope, why is it crashing? What the fuck? Why would it be crashing? Let's go to the internet. Wasn't... You gotta love this. It's like I'm back and the first I tested everything and then it's like, oh, we're going live? Ah, fuck you. No, we're gonna crash all the time. It's not the PlayStation crashing, it's the app I'm using to remote into it that's crashing. Actually, I wonder, is it... Hang on. There might... I might know... I might maybe know what's causing it. It might be Steam is fighting for the controller. Because that would be the difference. I didn't have Steam on today when I was testing it, so maybe Steam is fighting for the controller. Can I turn it off? Steam, I don't want you using my controller. Stop. I'm wondering if it's just clashing with Steam, like if Steam's aiming for the controller. We'll see. Let me replug the controller too, just in case. That might be what's happening. Let's try that again. Bah. Hey, Kite. It's weird though, is it didn't. Although it was the capture, maybe. Okay, well, we're back to this again, so... Not quite what I'm after. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do... It doesn't like it. I don't know what it does this. How about... Just do this. Or it could just not be in there, okay. It's not a window, okay. Now if I click it, it's gonna crash. Yep, there it goes. Okay, hang on. All right, fine. Let's do this. Except it's not. Yeah, I'm using the app for it. Yeah, this is... No, that's not... What? What? Oh, because it's up here. I've captured this thing before. Of course, I'm doing, you know, it's because I'm in Windows 11 and I've proclaimed that Windows 11 is the Windows Vista of updated Windows systems. I've never had more problems with Windows than Windows 11. Yeah, this is when I do window capture, I just get a black screen. If I do game capture, I at least get it, but then it crashes. yeah, I got that just as you said that. Saying the capture method on that. Yeah, that got it. There we go. Yeah. I haven't done any PS5 capturing since upgrading to Windows 11, so I did it all the time on Windows 10. Windows 11 was the first time. Okay, so we got that. All right. That's the capture method. Windows 10. Yeah, that's. I don't know. It's because Windows 11 does weird shit. It's caused me no end of headaches. Hopefully it won't crash now. Yay, we got it. Ugh. There we go. It's like, fuck you, Konami. That's like Welcome Back Moon, tech issues galore. Oh well, that's alright. It do happen. It do happen. Alright. You'll have to let me know of volumes and everything if there's like any weird audio happening. And if it sounds alright. So yeah, I have no idea what this is about. This was free on PS5 or PlayStation Store. I don't know if it's exclusive to PS5, but yeah. And I like Silent Hill. I was devastated when Silent Hills got canceled, but then it spawned Death Stranding, so you know, which I'm also excited for the sequel to that. Yeah. Well, I do like they put warnings up. That's nice, at least. So yeah, this may have themes in it that might make you uncomfortable, but it is a psychological horror game, and they tend to have that kind of stuff. So.
Seeking a connection with others is a sign of weakness. It's running away.
Which Catchem, is that you?
The strongest animals don't form groups. They act alone.
That's not true.
And need only themselves to survive.
That's factually untrue.
Those who betray themselves to fit into a group are pathetic. There's no beauty in living like that. I want to be strong on my own, without a group. If there were only someone who would understand that to adult me.
Well, that's just against the entire human condition. And I say that as a pony. I will say though, if you've never seen Silent Hill or played Silent Hill, boy howdy is its lore in a weird flux. Like there's many cases like where the lore got changed and retconned unknowingly.
But wasn't I just
between like the first game? So like, yeah, the lore to Silent Hill is kind of inconsistent with itself. So if you ever want to know some Silent Hill lore, seek out Lucky Bun. They are also a fan of Silent Hill, and they go into it a lot. But yeah, this isn't Silent Hill at all. Also, like I say, let me know if volumes and captures everything looking good. Or let me know if it's not. Sorry for that. I belched right into the microphone, didn't I? Blah. I'm back. I'm the mayor with the flair. Can that be a saying? I don't know. I want you to know something. Can you come to the villa?
Oh, yeah. Maya told me to come here.
God, I'm playing an FPS. I tell you though, I've only ever played Silent Hills on consoles, but in most cases, Silent Hill was not a first-person experience. And I am not used to playing first-person games on a console, so why am I in this closet? Hello? What buttons do I have access to? Nothing so far. That's all I got. Alright. God, I'm still so mad we never got Silent Hills. That would have been so awesome. Welcome to the city of No Hope. Now, there must be something marked out there, or otherwise, why would that be kerned over to the right like that? So there must be something under that, like, black smudginess or something, because otherwise you wouldn't just type Hope over there onto the side like that.
This model. Is it this building?
I'm like trying to control. I'll get used to it, but trying to control a first-person game. The plan to rebuild Kettenstadt. An overview. Kettenstadt, a town with a long history as a thriving border stronghold. In recent years, those in their 20s have begun leaving en masse, causing concern. The aim of the wide-scale project is to rebuild Kettenstadt and restore it to former glory with the help of Chinese investment firms. The theme is revitalization. The abandoned properties developed by Japanese corporations in 2008 have long been a problem, but by repurposing them, we can cut costs substantially and better realize our vision of a new Kettenstadt. Sounds very Germanic.
Wow. So this place didn't always suck. Our parents dreamed of this?
Wait, it is German. Okay, so we're in Germany? That's a long way from Silent Hill. We are very far away from Silent Hill. Plans to rebuild Kettenstadt have suffered yet another major setback, as stability caused by the COVID-19 pandemic has reduced interest from foreign investors. Okay, so we're adding real-world events into this, all right? Previous plans to jumpstart the town failed to materialize owing to the monetary instability caused by the 2008 global financial crisis, which forced the plan to involve Japanese corporations and financial institutions to be reconsidered. 2 attempts to rebuild. 2 failures due to unfortunate external circumstances. Kettenstadt has struggled to bounce back with increased unemployment. The city council is considering ways to revitalize the economy by drawing skilled experts to the area, but as of yet, no effective measures have been implemented.
Everyone's losing their futures. That's all adults are. A slave to the system.
The system. Her voice is really quiet. The problem is I think the music's loud, but let's see. But yeah, so far proclamations, no, this isn't Silent Hill. This is somewhere in Germany.
Where are you, Maya?
Now, you might think it weird. You'd be like, oh, we're in Germany and everyone's writing graffiti in English. And it is kind of realistic. I've seen plenty of graffiti around here in English, so.
Oh, great. It's locked.
Of course, I see none. I see none in German, though. Just feels a bit weird. Can't believe China caused Silent Hill in Germany. Yeah. Obligatory doll in a shopping cart in an abandoned building. Ooh. Hey, maybe we can get some nuggies. Well, there's no nuggies. Disappointed already. No exit. Oh, thanks.
I'm trapped. I've always been trapped.
You know, a person who I am right now, this is you. This is you right here. Can't imagine why no one would want to hang out with her. Dageplan. You are here. September 28th, 2021. Notice of provisional meeting. To all Villa residents, we have received many inquiries about the management of this building after the recent news. We would therefore like to hold a meeting to explain our policies more formally. We hope you can find the time to attend. No idea what that prompt came up in the corner. Can I go back? Or are we locked in? Well, I can't go back. Okay. Oh. Oh, why does it get blurry? Weird, like, field of focus going on.
Maya?
You've gotten thinner. Oh, that's not you. It's a double joke. She's smaller. The doll. See, I portray her as the doll and say she's smaller, but then she's near paints, which could be paint thinner. So it works on so many levels. You all love having me back. I'm a national treasure. What does that say? Don't be manipulated. Believe your senses. Okay. We'll repaint it all. Go out this way? No. Tables? Oh, it's a generator. I was like, this table's got a nice hum to it. No, it's a generator underneath. Oh, hello. For a graffiti artist, spray paints and a blank wall are all you need. In Ketzenstadt, the walls of a particular apartment building are the canvas for several artists, with a new piece showing up every day. Social media star CB features her work here. Given her passion for flowers, it's only fitting that her name is CB, which is short for Cherry Blossom. CB's art continues to captivate the hearts of the young, so we reached out to her for a comment. Keeping her eyes fixed on her new piece, she had this to say. All I'm doing is showing that what these girls feel on the inside but can't show on the outside. If any of them connect with the girl in the art, it's probably because they're experiencing the same thing. CB added that the flowers she depicts on the young girls she paints bloom out of the scars they bear. The flowers represent the girls overcoming past traumas, or at least their desire to do so.
Everyone can see how talented she is. I couldn't be more different.
Wow. Invite this girl to a party or something, but she would probably just light it on fire with her extreme depression.
Did Maya do this? CB. Cherry Blossom. That's Maya's signature. She's amazing.
Ooh.
The city's a blank canvas, begging for us to paint it with our hopes and dreams.
Is it using real footage?
I want to show the hidden side of girls. Their impulses, their urges.
Yeah, it's showing real footage.
What are you hiding inside? Don't worry about what people think. Be proud. How could I ever be proud of myself?
God, you got more wine than a vineyard. Jesus. Like, I get it. Like, we're playing a like, it's always this kind of well, not, it's a sort of theme of Silent Hill, you know, that, like, your mood, your inner being reflects in Silent Hill, which isn't entirely how the lore works, but how it kind of ended up retconning, I guess. But, like, they're just, like, really laying it on thick with this character here. Like, are we sad? I have no way of knowing what the mood of the character we are playing is. Wow, that was even if that is blood, that's a lot of blood inside of a small head. Is that always there on the wall? Want some cheese with that wine? Criminy.
Who's there?
Amelia, are you alright? You asleep? You still asleep? Sorry if I woke you up. Didn't see you at your job yesterday. Still not feeling good? You taking your meds? Sorry for the late reply. I fell asleep. Don't worry about it. How you feeling? Well, I'm okay. I can actually kinda get some rest now. Didn't mean to scare you or anything. Seriously, DW about it. Don't worry about it. All's good now. I'm still a little tired, but I'm gonna get up soon.
That's a relief.
Someone had a lot of time on their hands. Holy crap.
What's with this place?
This is where all post-it notes go to die.
Sticky notes. Loser! Stupid! Liar! Crazy! Cry, baby! Ugly! I hate you, dumb! Go away!
she never said anything nice.
Child abuse neglect in Kettenstadt. A recent statistical survey has shown the rate of child abuse in Kettenstadt last year was nearly double that of the average in other developed nations in Europe. The recent economic strife and its resulting poverty are thought to be the cause.
My mom loved me.
Okay, so maybe we're getting the idea that her mother abused her, whether emotionally, physically, or both. I'm guessing that's kind of the voices we were hearing, was apparently her mother yelling at her. And we're getting kind of those Silent Hillish themes with the gated gates and a little bit of rust starting to happen.
Antidepressants. I've taken enough medication.
That is tomato soup. That is too light colored for blood. That is tomato soup right there. Or paint. Making good old bathtub tomato soup.
Your fault. Bad things happen because of you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mom.
And they're just going thick with it. They're going thicker than that tub of delicious Campbell's tomato soup. Oh, I thought we'd be in another room or something. What about you, Anita? What? You didn't look so hot the other day. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. Narrator says everything was not fine. Well, obviously I'm gonna. I'm taking my meds. Meds are good, but what about therapy? That doesn't really do much, to be honest. Talking to adults doesn't help. Some of our classmates were hospitalized. You don't have to do this alone. I know. I'll let you know if I need anything. And those guys deserved it. They feel bad, you know. All of them. Need a whole platter of grilled cheese to go with that tomato soup.
Maya?
I don't know where I'm going, but no, I can't stay here.
Where am I? Am I safe? Where did it even go? What the fuck was that thing?
Was that supposed to be a pyramid head, or was that something else? Doki doki. I want to show you something. Oh yeah, this is the old message. You there? I'm in the studio. Maya? There's a monster here. You okay? No reply. What happens if I try to go back?
That thing might still be here.
Teenage suicides continue at Infamous Building. A run-down apartment complex in Kettenstadt has become known for its suicides, with teenage girls jumping from its roof practically every year. Despite repeat events, the building, abandoned ever since the development management company declared bankruptcy, remains easily accessible. Young and unemployed are not deterred by the building's grim reputation, though, and many continue to enter it, and young graffiti artists using it for their work. Meanwhile, local residents' security concerns continue to grow.
Please. Not Maya, too. She has been acting weird lately.
Well, we got a theme. We got a cherry blossom. Grandma on them curtains is thick. Okay. Someone in Germany is very up on their Japanese sealing attempts.
Cherry blossoms bloom within the grasp of death. With most flowers, the rot sets in, then they fall. That's the price of new life. Not cherry blossoms, though. They bloom beautiful, they fall beautiful. That's how I want my life to be.
Just throwing up a fence there.
Why is she not replying? Come on!
Oh, come on.
I have to find her.
Don't be that friend. They didn't reply to me within the last 2 minutes. This feels weird though. Like I'm just it feels like it's maybe trying to like throw some Silent Hill themes at me, but it just feels mixed up. Because of course, I mean, we're not in Silent Hill. This isn't Silent Hill. We've got like a mixture of I know it's translated, but some stuff is kind of very English oriented even for us supposedly being Germany, and then you're just kind of getting these Japanese themes as well. And it's very much, it feels like such a jumble. Well, I guess we're deciding to go back. That thing might be in there, but we're going back.
That monster. It's gone, right? Where is the studio?
The environment has changed. We're not in the weird fancy bits. Staff only. Hey, Nelly. Aren't you streaming right now? Inside the fog of social media, solitude and anxiety in all of the teenagers interviewed said they were ashamed of risque selfies they post online. They also claimed they experienced anxiety over not getting any likes on such photos. all of the kids had in common was extremely low self-esteem. The greater their anxiety and lower their confidence, the more pronounced their reactions were to positive attention. The sense of fulfillment they experienced after getting a like online is difficult for adults to comprehend. Furthermore, even when acknowledged, the teenagers still could not view their actions positively and quickly reverted to despair, seeking more attention to fill the void. Teenagers who are not yet psychologically mature run the risk of experiencing this toxic quest for validation. And a Treplow. Okay. Had to check back in, slogging through Borderlands. God, is this game gonna like go ultra heavy hand? This, I feel like I've got a bad feeling this is gonna go. It already feels ultra heavy handed. Or 3.
The famous suicide spot.
I guess they go up there and jump down there, I guess. Like, it feels like it's going ultra heavy-handed, like, oh, hey, my character's ultra depressed. Oh, hey, they're a depressed teenager who has a mother that abuses them, and social media is depressing all of them, which, to an extent, all this is, you know, very valid and very realistic, but it just feels like it just went, hey, there's a theme, and we're just going all in. 100%, we're not gonna back away from this theme at all. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go, actually. Okay, I guess we'll go back out. I don't know. Let's go back the way we came. I don't know if I can run. Is running a thing? Doesn't look like it. Although zoom. Okay, we found zoom in, so that's the thing. I guess the game will tell me when I can run. Nope. Is that the room we were in? Oh, I thought we were going to be able to progress further that way, but I guess not. Slowly getting used to the controls. Hello?
Creepy. Maya, I hope you're all right.
By the way, thought any more about college? Can't do it. You don't have to decide right away. So, once you're at college, are you not coming back here? No way, I'll come back occasionally. My parents don't give me shit if my parents would give me shit if I didn't come home for breaks. But yeah, just give college some more thought, okay? Told you I can't go, it's not for me. Studying isn't my thing. Told you I would help you. It's fine, I can't do anything. Don't know what I'd do if I got in. That's not true. You're way too hard on yourself. Be proud of who you are. Wait, what about those drawings you showed me? You could audit an art class. You could lead to a job. Yeah, in this economy, art's a real strong competitor, isn't it? As someone speaking as an artist. Not my okay.
Emily doesn't get it.
Nobody understands me.
Gotcha. So you don't really like this place. I get it. People in this town see graffiti as nothing but trashy doodles. And my classmates talk about me. Might not be a bad idea to leave town, actually. The great thing about graffiti is the world's your canvas. And as long as I'm with you, I can have fun anywhere.
There's no way out.
Hey, Raven. Was it just... very violently opening that door.
Maya, are you here?
Apparently she just paints all over this building.
Is this your studio?
Skizzenbuch.
Are these Maya's sketches? These aren't even finished. And they look this good.
Oh, trust me, as an artist, she's probably finished. Like, she's not finished, but she's finished.
They seem happy. A new life.
Don't you love it when a tree branch grows out of your pants?
So full of life.
What was that one that we just got cut off?
Maya?
You here? Where are you? Oh, we're gonna find out, like, we're in the supposed other world, aren't we? This place is dangerous. We need to go. Maya, respond, please.
Why won't she reply?
Give her a minute.
Where are you? Am I going crazy?
Yes. So, like, the idea in Silent Hill of the other world is actually kind of a weird... It's one of those weird lore bits that's, when I talked about the lore, is kind of in flux a little bit. Because with the kind of lore of the first one, it wasn't really another world. It was a manifestation of, I can't remember her name now, but the girl's, kind of her inner demons manifesting in the real world. So it wasn't another world. I guess it was like her mental world sort of placing itself into the real world. So that you weren't going to the other side. It was more the other side was coming to you. But in later Silent Hills, that lore bit got a little confused. Apparently.
It's beautiful. Who did Maya have in mind? Did you post this too? lost followers again. Some new followers here. I need to upload stuff like this to get as many likes as Maya.
Sexy. Loving it. Stop with the boring photos already. No sexy stuff, no followers. Wow, you hate your followers?
Congrats on reaching your follower goal. Come on, we want sexy pics already.
Just stop! Please!
Wow, we're just going heavy into this, aren't we? Which, I mean, I can relate as someone who posts online. It's like you make one post, lose followers. Someone else posts, gain 100. It's like, God damn it.
Sorry. You have your own situation to deal with. I was out of line. I was thinking selfishly. I'm so sorry.
No, I shouldn't have gotten mad like that.
Thanks, Anita. I guess I haven't accepted Maya's death yet.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Why did she jump from the villa? Why did she have to die?
Maya's dead? Wait. Maya's really dead? How could I forget that?
Are you alright, Anita? Hello? Hello?
So then who were we getting the messages from?
Who's this?
Find it.
Who?
Sorry if I'm analyzing the hell out of this. It just, as someone who likes Silent Hill as much as I do. Apparently our eyes are made of circuitry. I'm getting the... Uh-oh. Oh gosh! Blah! Okay. Was I not fast enough or oh? Okay, that was that supposed to happen?
Is this a dream?
Was that supposed to happen or? Okay, no, that's just the game telling me I died and I gotta do it again. Okay. Go this way. Oh gosh! Okay. Oh, I think I know. It's fast though. Okay. So that's there's a roundabout bit there. I think I know what I gotta do.
Am I going crazy?
Yes. A lot of I don't like the very large amount of visual noise that we're getting. Very hard to. Okay, so go this way, and then it's like okay, roundabout.
Where am I?
Okay. Alright, so the visual glitching seems to be like proximity to monsters. Which would be like the old radio effect.
Maya died. But her art lives on. Even more followers. No one is ever going to notice me. This is where Maya jumped from.
Bad things happen because of you!
Maybe I can be like her. Here goes.
Is that it? It was shorter than I thought. Or is it?
Huh?
No, it's not it. Okay, it's not it.
Am I back at the villa? But why didn't I die?
Find it? Find what? Can't leave till you find it. This really you, Maya? Can't leave till you find it. Maya's dead. You're not her. Can't leave till you find it. Who the fuck is this? Can't leave till you find it. This time it says you can't leave till you find it. Tell me!
What the fuck?
I think we just did we just do a really long PT? Okay.
Oh no, my battery.
No phone this time. Bad girl, get it? Bad girl gets an empty plate.
Bad girl gets an empty plate.
like I know it's supposed to be like the voices in her head, but it just feels like that kind of mocking. It's like almost like it's more mocking than being like serious. Bad girl gets an empty plate. I am Rita Repulsa. So what am I supposed to find? I guess we have to find something, right? Oh, this is...
What? Who would do this?
So like there's a lot more trash here now. Almost like the place is now like older, like it's been here longer. So new room. Oh, it's just a shortcut to the other room now. Ooh, a knife. Oh, hello. How you doing? I guess you're gonna block my way until I look at that painting behind me, huh? All right. Children who turn trauma into tales. Solitude and Anxiety in Teenagers Part 2. All of the teenagers surveyed suffering from deep psychological issues caused by past experiences, and interestingly, all of them conceptualized those issues into grandiose stories of sorts. One girl placed herself in the role of a tragic hero, convincing herself she was at the mercy of an abusive stepmother and that her loving real mother existed elsewhere. Another girl viewed her childhood scars as stigmata, believing those scars would bloom into beautiful cherry blossoms. These convenient tales in the face of extreme adversity are born out of a deep desire to escape unbearable pain and self-hatred. The greater the trauma, the more grandiose the stories surrounding it.
Wait, it's back on? How could somebody do this?
Panda Punch, you're so full of yourself.
Some people really have nothing better to do. Wait. I bet it was these guys.
Whoa! Hello? Oh, you're just gonna step aside, huh? That's right. You don't want none of this. Oh, you even come with little backpacks. Well, oh. Hello? What ya? Inside the fog of social media, solitude and anxiety in teenagers. Wait, is this just the one you read? We read that.
What's this?
Is that like a baby crying? It is. It's a baby crying. Doki doki.
This is just like before.
Feeling okay. Why are we saying the same thing back then? So is Maya really dead? Why are you asking that? Please tell me. I still can't believe she's gone either. Wish it was a lie. She seemed perfectly fine before it happened. So Maya really is dead then, yeah? Nina, are you okay? Getting enough sleep? Kinda. I'm taking some really good meds. Meds are good, but what about therapy? Doesn't really do much for me, to be
You're
honest.
so good to me, but you're leaving me behind.
I really didn't tell you anything? No, all she talked about was a book she read recently. Still, I feel guilty for what happened. Even if she didn't tell me anything, I should have known something was up.
Did Maya really not say anything? Like, at all?
So what'd you think of the book? The author killed themselves when they were young.
Before or after they wrote the book?
Something beautiful from something tragic. It's kinda enchanting, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
I wonder what they were thinking right before they died.
Oh shit?
Anyway, I didn't think you'd share your thoughts in a letter. You really are shy, aren't you? I actually kinda like that, though. You write in a really flowery and passionate way. I can't wait to read more.
I know I'm making light of some things in here, but I also feel like this game is being ultra heavy with things. in here.
Okay. Letters.
Which way should I go? Well, light's pointing this way. Door shut behind me. We can go in that room now. We read that. Okay, this is still normal. Now we can get into the sealed room. Yeah, I mean, I know this game is like dealing with heavy subjects. That's why I like put a lot of warning in it, and I'm kind of making light of it, but it's just like, because it feels like it's really just, it's laying it on thick. Belief in the Witch of Kettenstadt. Those who believe in the Witch of Kettenstadt share many practices with modern Wiccans, such as praying for a bountiful harvest and goddess worship. What sets the practice apart is a slight blend in both Western and Eastern customs. As for what led to the mixing of customs, they're a rather creative theory. During the joint efforts of Japanese and German entrepreneurs and laborers in the 1930s to foster economic growth and prosperity, there was an exchange in cultural beliefs, giving rise to beliefs in witches.
wonder what those guys are talking about. Fortune telling? A lot of people are getting into that. Huh.
Like, how'd you get that on your face?
You don't believe in that stuff? Well, I think there's something real about it. My great-grandmother was a fortune teller. I hear people here used to treat her like some sort of prophet. But they all eventually turned on my great-grandmother. Guess you can predict other people's futures, but not your own.
Or maybe she did.
Tarot cards. No point predicting my future.
Oh my god.
If you want food, do what I say.
Get those rangers! Japanese culture, there's long been a sense of beauty in sacrifice, with harakiri, killing oneself by slicing one's stomach, being a prime example. The idea was that by taking your own life, you symbolically purge the world of your transgressions and purify yourself. This concept can be confusing to many Westerners, with young people incorrectly assuming the Japanese yearn for a beautiful way to die. Modern Japanese people, however, do not view suicide as such a positive light anymore, and the life they value is not the biological, Rewind. And the life they value is not the biological variety, but rather a social one where death is needed to protect that life. Is it? Is it? Let's hope we can get the voice. Blat! Trash room. Oh, it's my room. I get it. Wait, the trash room has an elevator? It's a weird place to put an elevator. You think a trash chute might be in here, but okay. This is all your fault. Everything. You're a heartless bitch. You stole my only friend, my place in the world, all of it. You don't even care. I'm invisible to you. I fucking hate you. You're not talented. You're not special. You call those shit stains art? Oh God. I know where this is going. All that trash talk that's on the paintings, that's us, isn't it? That's the girl. That's the girl we're playing. She did it. She's so jealous of her. Because obviously the girl we are is an artist, but she has an artist friend, and of course her artist friend is taking off far more than her, and so it's that comparison of we basically have the same life. Why are you getting so much more attention than I am? And there's that sort of deep-rooted jealousy that even if you don't want to be jealous, you're kind of jealous anyway. I'm wondering if I'm betting this is where it's going. We're gonna find out that we were the cause of this. That these markings on these paintings that are insulting her art, it's us, right? Anyway, you came out of nowhere and ruined everything. Fuck off, 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 fuck off. Fuck out of my life, you piece of shit freak. I mean, to an extent, I can relate to stuff like that, both as an artist and streamer. You have people out there that, you know, they do better than you know, they get more attention than you, and you do all, like, the same things, but they just, you know, they get it, and it happens. That's normal. Sucks, but it's normal. Nowtlands Medical University School of Medicine. The Medical University's The Medical University School of Medicine. Orientation. Dear incoming freshmen, welcome to Deutschland Medical University of Medicine. Founded in 1709, DMU is one of Europe's oldest and most revered institutions. Its state-of-the-art research facilities eagerly await your arrival. Orientation details. When? September 24, 2021. Where? School of Medicine, Central Lecture Hall of Medicine. Please wear a mask when attending of medicine.
This is for the college Amelie wants to go to.
Hey, Nitty, you got a minute to talk? Sure, what's up? Seemed kind of out of it before. If something's bothering you, you can let me know. Thanks, but I'm fine. Sorry to bring it up. Don't want to pry. No, it's okay. I don't mind. Hey, we should go shopping together sometime. I haven't left my house in what feels like forever. Plus, my brother's coming here. Oh, right. You okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna try to avoid him as much as possible. So, shopping, yeah? We can find you something cute. Nah, I'm good. Not a fan of crowds. Nothing looks cute on me anyway. Stop talking like that. You're way too hard on yourself. You've got the looks, you just need to find the right outfit.
Too hard on myself, huh? Amelie's the only one who thinks that.
Honestly, self-denigration is your worst enemy. Oftentimes it's done to, like, sort of compensate. That way, you know, it's like, oh, ha ha ha, I can make fun of myself. But then you start subconsciously believing that kind of shit. Sounds like a lot of VTubers, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's Jeff the Killer. Sapiens. 2 books of Sapiens. December 23rd, 2020. I haven't been able to oh, those achievements I'm getting, or are those notes? I haven't been able to study since my brother came back for Christmas break. He's nice and doesn't interrupt my studies or anything, but I can't stand him staring at me. I know he's probably just messing with me back then, but I've been scared of him ever since. It's made me hate any guy looking at me. Can't believe other girls walk around school and town showing so much skin. February 21st, 2021. I think I'm finally finding my study groove. My test scores are really good. I'm worried about how much my parents are fighting recently, though. We're yelling at each other again today. I asked Mom why, but she wouldn't say. May 11th, 2021. This is it. Test day tomorrow. Mom told me that I should be proud of myself since I've worked so hard. So I'm feeling great. She's not my real mom, but I know she loves me and I love her. Mom, I'm going to ace this test tomorrow for both you and Dad. Don't like the crowds or social interactions, but at the same time needs more models' outfits. Very true, yes. Plus, the best part, if you're a VTuber, you could make anything look good on you, right? Costs about it costs about as much as going out and shopping, but everything is guaranteed to fit. Some of these movies look kind of cool. Do okay in crowds, but my social battery can drain quite quickly. October 17th, 2020. I'm finally focused on my studies, so I think I might pull an all-nighter. It won't be good for my skin. I could just hear people calling me troll and nerd, but I don't care. I have to make it to college in the city. Mom and Dad are counting on me to do well. I'll make them proud by getting into my first choice. Alright, time to hit the books till morning. November 9th, 2020. I think this is this just this? Is this the same but just earlier? November 9th, 2020. Dad was talking today about how there was a plan to rebuild the town. They were going to use a bunch of the funding from China to turn the town into something better, but everything got canceled due to COVID. Sure, it would have to be it would have been nice if it had gone through, but I just couldn't see it happening. Even if things had worked out, not in this place. It hasn't been special since I was little. There's nothing to do. The buildings are ancient. It's a dump. My future isn't here. It's in the city, where college life is waiting for me. Everything's writing on my entrance exam next year. I have to get out of here before my brother comes back. Okay, so yeah, it's the same person in the two books. So are these our friends' notes? The ones, not Maya, but the one we're talking to more regular? Maybe this her? She said her brother was coming over. She didn't seem to like her brother, so I'm guessing this is sort of her, huh?
Stay home alone!
Make my monster grow! August 24, 2021. I got some materials from my first choice in the mail today. I'm going to be a college freshman. I'm so happy. I still can't believe it. Mom, Dad, I'm going to study my ass off to be the best daughter ever. Thank you so much for everything. September 22nd, 2021. Mom and Dad are yelling at each other. They're talking about bankruptcy. Wasn't everything supposed to work out without that rebuilding plan? So this means they're out of money, right? Does it mean I can't go to college? All that hard work was for nothing? No way. Don't leave me, Mom. I can't stay here. I can't be stuck here with my brother. September 23rd, 2021. Mom just left. She told me to get out of the way. I have to get out of here. I want to disappear. But where would I go? This is all a bad dream. This is all a bad dream. This is all a bad dream.
Amelie hated the way her brother looked at her. I bet she wants to leave to get away from all that.
Oh. So what I'm betting is Amelie, because she said it wasn't her real mom. So I wonder if she's adopted. And either her brother is also adopted but from a different family, or you know, he's biological to the parents, so he may have, you know, made jokes about being attracted to her because they're not actually related, or something like that, maybe. Perhaps is what's going on. Young student found dead, possible suicide, September 25th, 2021. Around 10 a.m. on the 24th, a local resident reported seeing an 18-year-old female high school student fall from the roof of Kettenstadt apartment building. The girl was rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead 2 hours later. According to school staff, the girl was distraught over not being able to attend college due to the troubles at home. No note or diary was found, but police still believe her death may be a suicide. So, is Amelie dead?
Amelie's not like this, though. Right?
This sounds exactly like Amelie, so is Amelie also dead as well? I think we're probably dead as well. I mean, we did jump off the building, but I think we may have been dead before then, so. We'll go this way. Was I supposed to go the other way? I mean, it definitely wanted me to go the other way, but now I'm wondering. Or was it gonna like shut the door on me? Oh, it's
It won't open. It's locked.
also got CB written on it.
It won't open.
So the ghosts that commit suicide here don't really leave.
School.
I'm Ausland studieren. Nein zu drogen. Universiteit is Seinfeld. Okay, definitely German school. Witch's locker. Whoa. You're all really tall.
Dumb.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one wearing one shoe now, you idiot.
Go away!
Gonna go to class. Oh, you've pulled my desk out, huh? And I guess my notes or something. I just let me. Nope. Am I supposed to do something here? Hello? Just gonna. Just let me, Oh. Okay. There's no prompt. Why not? Oh, go away. Was there supposed to be a prompt back there? I guess. Like there's a prompt missing. Oh, there it is.
What the hell?
Get out, you freak slut!
Your art's fucking weird. Freak, cocky piece of shit.
Yeah, well, you're all the butt. Oh, I got him. I think the thing of it is, I don't know exactly what they're mad for, because they're like,
Maya's not a freak. She's my friend.
oh, right, are they supposed to be talking about Maya? Why are they directing at us if that's Maya, though? I suppose I'm confused, like, what are they berating her for? Like, oh, your art's, like, did she do something and then, like, because she's an artist, they're berating her art? Or is it, like, is this, are they berating her art by calling her a slut? Like, what? I don't understand, that's what I don't understand. And, like, maybe the witch thing, yeah, because, like, her great-grandmother did fortunes, right? But I don't know. I feel like I'm not getting like a consistent, like, why don't they like Maya? What if you got bullied by ghosts? Oh boy, we're about to do a runner, I guess. Oh yeah, they're like mouths. Ugh. Oh gosh, no. I don't like these runny bits where it's like, this is one of those things games do that I don't enjoy, where it's like,
Why are you chasing me?
you need to learn the map in order to succeed. Because it honestly takes away from a lot of, I guess, the tension and scare. I don't know where I went wrong there, though, is the problem. But this is another case of I went the wrong way, and I wasn't given a chance to, like, correct. I just went the wrong way, instant death sort of situation. Not a good design. Away. Oh, come on! What? What? Did you see that, like, leap forward? Apparently that thing walks at a snail's pace unless it sees me, and then it's on me in an instant. What?
Not again.
So it doesn't give me, it doesn't, this is what I'm talking about. It's not giving me time to correct. I either know exactly what I'm doing immediately, or I lose. And this is something that can really ruin your horror game if I have to repeatedly do a session over and over and over again. Because I'm now not scared of this, you know, I'm not scared of this monster. Where's it going? It's going this way. That last bit was good tension. Find it. That last bit there, I actually got pretty tense. But again, it's that case of I had to know immediately to turn the right direction so it didn't catch me. Because by the time I realize I've made a mistake, it's already too late. And in horror games, you don't want your player to go over the same area too many times because it removes the terror factor behind it. Like this monster that's chasing me, I'm already not scared of it at all. This weird cherry blossom thing that's chasing me, I'm not frightened of it at all. It's showed its hand too much already.
Oh, what the fuck am I supposed to find?
And a lot of what Silent Hill did right in the past was, you know, keeping that monster at arm's length, keeping it just out of your sight. And giving you time to keep it out of your sight, knowing that if it would let you see it in the distance and know that if you got too close to it, you were in extreme danger, but you had plenty of time to correct yourself and go the right way. And I feel like this one's just it's hitting you really that kind of hard and fast, which personally I don't think is a good tactic. Anyway, January 31st. I haven't really been in a good mood since this morning. I tried to lose myself in my graffiti, but I wasn't feeling it. Maybe it's because Mom and I argued this morning. Probably not. We've clashed before. I've known for a long time we value different things. Is it because my classmates teased me? I doubt it. They don't know me. They're just taking their issues out on someone. It's got to be because I lost that special person and hope he... Sorry? It's got to be because I lost that special person and the hope he gave me, right? Why do I feel like this? I've never felt like this before. Uncovered a new salt mine. Nah, it's just like I say, for horror games that, I mean, just in general, I shouldn't have to memorize the map to succeed, you know what I mean?
The girl in this picture is Amelie.
Pregnancy to uh-oh. Well, we are stacking on the psychological, everything psychological, right? So, okay, last time we looked at this book, there was a picture of a guy at the end of it, suddenly like cut us off. I'm wondering if that's like the boy. And the hope is the child's, okay, oh god, the symbolism. This is okay. So this is essentially like, okay.
This guy looks familiar.
So pregnancy. Okay, so we're adding to the.
They're hurt. Where are you going? Yeah, that's right.
They're going to dead.
Amelie.
What's that? Oh, you like what you see? Come closer then. Wait a sec. You two are from my class.
Two?
Those glasses look good on you. sorry, she's so cute. I couldn't help myself.
Okay, so that's us.
Feel free to stop by anytime. You're always welcome.
Maya only ever cared about Amelie.
Wait, are we not? Oh, I thought that was us.
She
I-
didn't see me. I was invisible to her.
Oh. You liked her, but Amelie. So okay, I think the character we are again is the reason again why this with this graffiti actually is blotting this out. She hated Amelie. Okay, so making more predictions here. She hated Amelie. She is responsible somehow for Amelie's death. Well, no, Amelie apparently committed suicide because parents' bankruptcy, and potentially suspected sexually abusing brother, maybe. And then maybe with the loss of that's what happened to Maya. Read that.
The library. So, I'm back at school.
There's no beauty in any of this. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about something. I borrowed that book you wanted. I finished it, so it's all yours. I wrote my impressions in a letter. Read it when you get home, okay?
Where was it? That book.
Do we know the Dewey Decimal System? Kedenstadt, town cursed by a witch, Melissa's magic, or blame for city slump. Kedenstadt continues to see a rapid decline in its population. The birth rate is at a mere 0.7, less than half of the German nation average. Miscarriages are also at 31%, more than double the average. The economy is in shambles, and the once blooming industrial city has failed to revitalize itself twice. A number of researchers studying the occult point to a witch as a cause of the economic downturn in Kedenstadt. The witch was a Japanese woman who used her clairvoyance to influence economic development in the town in the 1930s. Researchers believe she was hunted down and killed. Before her death, she believed to have placed a curse on the town, stymieing its growth.
So, it is a curse. But why me? Why do I have to be cursed like this?
Find it. Tell me, is this your curse? Find it.
Find what in a place like this?
Okay, so Silent Hill was very steep in the occult. but I'm still failing to. I'm still failing to get that connection to Silent Hill. I know when we're like running from that monster, we're getting like. You see that kind of. That sort of shift to Otherworld, which again is its kind of own weird lore thing that doesn't quite match the original, but that it's, you know, that kind of shift to Otherworld when we're running from the monster, but which I guess maybe if it's going by like say the original Silent Hill 1's lore, it could be potential that it is the psychological manifestation of if we're dealing with witches here, like say the witch's her mental manifestation of her own demons entering the real world. And so again, it's not like you shift to the other side, but the other side is coming here. Like her own mental state is arriving. I don't know. This is... I'm not sure, to be honest. All I know is it's going so incredibly heavy-handed themed into the whole depressed teenager, modern day social media, making everyone depressed, COVID-19 era, sort of everything. It's just, it's like beating you over the head with it. Silent Hill was always a little bit more subtle about things. Economic stagnation is a pretty lame curse, to be honest. I know, right? It's a bit of a weird one.
Looks like there's space for a book here. Wait, I think I know these.
The book that she borrowed for us, that she read.
No way.
Okay, hang on. It looks like there's a book that could go there. It looks like there's a book that could go there and there. To be fair, she really zoomed in on that, right? Looks like some books could go there. The Witch Hunt of Kettenstadt. In 1930s Germany, the town of Kettenstadt attracted wealthy entrepreneurs and enjoyed a period of economic prosperity. Behind that success, though, was supposedly a Japanese woman who used her used her clairvoyance and mystical powers to guide the entrepreneurs. She would come to be known as the Witch of the Far East and was greatly respected by the German people. However, in 1947, the entrepreneurs suffered great losses. Large fires spread through their industrial parks, losing them the majority of their factories. The Witch of the Far East, who was hospitalized, jumped off the roof of the hospital and killed herself. The witch had been diagnosed with an unknown illness that many believed the fires pushed her over the edge. Some citizens, however, claimed that a witch hunt was to blame. They argued the witch's rise to prominence angered the mayor's party, used the chaos from the fires to cover for murder. There's no evidence to support the claim, and many now view it as a mere conspiracy theory, but the mayor's party did manage to regain influence in the town after the witch's death. Since then, citizens have started to believe a stroke of bad luck is the result of the witch's curse. Okay, so we're getting kind of similar. There's a very loose, similar theme to kind of Silent Hill, the fire that took place, because there was a fire in Silent Hill.
Witch's curse? Is that why I saw what I did before?
And the quote-unquote witch in Silent Hill, her daughter was badly burned, and she was the one that was manifesting all the kind of demons into the world. And so I guess maybe that's kind of ish what we might be kind of getting here. Is that kind of that's kind of maybe they're trying to tie the theme together, maybe? I mean, obviously we've seen fog outside too, so they're layering that out.
It's like that other school. Why does this always happen?
I've never seen Maya like that before.
Okie dokie. You alright, Anita? You left me on read, so I was worried. Sorry, I was just thinking about Maya. I'm not sure if you know this, but Maya was bullied at school. I know. But she said she was okay. I figured I shouldn't push the issue. Then it was too late. Why didn't she say anything before she died? I wish she had talked to me. Maybe she didn't see me as a friend.
That's not true. What?
Man, they really went to a lot of effort to put liar on the desk.
Maya's locker. No, it's not here. It wasn't here before either.
But didn't she give it to us?
My locker. Why is it locked? Is there something I don't want to see? It won't open.
Is there a number I'm supposed to get? No. Oh! The numbers are printed around. There's a 2 on the wall over there. One. Two's down there. Wait, but there... 0. Oh, and they're color-coded to liar. Okay, so 0... 3... 0, 3, 1, 2.
I know what's inside, and I can't look away. Here it is. What's this letter? Was it inside the book?
Remember when I said I wanted to live like a cherry blossom? To be beautiful and dignified for a fleeting moment, simply by letting go of life. Daring to bloom, knowing it won't last. And so falling in vivid color. I wish I could live like that. I want to experience true beauty, if only for a moment. I met someone who made me feel different. He showed me a whole new world, gave me hope. I honestly thought he could help me find a new me. I felt it with all my heart. But people didn't understand us. Didn't want that from us. In the end, they took my hope from me. They took him away.
Okay. So I'm starting to get like the picture of why they were calling her slut, whore, all that kind of stuff. Because she was with this, I'm imagining this boy was probably, you know, he was the high school jock. And, you know, he was the popular boy. But then we found that positive pregnancy test. So she probably got pregnant. And then he probably had to, like, you know, distance himself, sort of thing.
People who can't achieve beauty seek comfort in others. They fear anyone different, hate them, try to tear them down. I can't take much more of this. I wish you and I could run away together, Amelie. Just me and you.
No, wait. I thought for maybe a moment Amelie was like our twin sister, and that's why we kind of look alike. But there was no implication that Amelie had a sister. So, never mind. It sounds cliche. It does sound cliche, and I'll be honest, so far everything about this has been like taking themes. Sorry. I'm just beating us over the head with them. I could be wrong, but it just...
Maya. She was asking Amelie for help. But I just...
I never gave her the note, right? But why did she give me the note?
You have everything! You're way more talented than me! So, why? Why take Amelie from me? You acted like I wasn't even there!
Are we twins
Amelie
then?
is my friend! She's mine!
No? Friends?
I only wanted to take her down a bit. She was taking Amelie away from me. She wouldn't pay attention to me. How was I supposed to know she'd actually kill herself?
Why do we look so similar, though? Because Maya said, you know, the glasses look good on you, so I'm guessing that's why we're wearing glasses now, is to try to get Maya to look at us. Maybe? So okay, so we bullied Maya. We got another chase scene coming. Let's go. Let's watch me go the wrong way a couple times. That's how this stupid thing works. To memorize the direction you're going, otherwise you go the wrong way. Hello? Oh, no. Go. No, okay. Okay, apparently I can't. Hey, Nelly. I couldn't open the door. Also, this is a spooky game, but I really, honest to God, wouldn't worry about it being that spooky. So if you're worried about spooky game,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
that's spooky. Be real. Round 2. This time I failed because I couldn't get the damn door open. Same way we went before. Hey, Ziggy! If I open this door, it's gonna be like. Oh no! It's coming for me! Door. It is. Okay, see there, now it's using good signals. Oh god. Okay, now was I supposed to turn around there? Guess I was supposed to turn around there. I thought maybe I was supposed to run to the door next to me. Ah! Are you serious?
Are you here to punish me?
I hate these bits. How you doing? How was your streams? I hate these running bits. They're so stupid. Basically for these bits you have to memorize the way you need to go. If you go the wrong way, you're dead and you have to start over. This is the way it goes. This is so dumb. This is such shitty design. I don't know where I was supposed to go in that one part, and this running bit is so stupidly long. Right, so yeah, go through here. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, no, we run through here. here it does good, because here it uses lights to like guide me. It's like, oh hey, you need to run this way. But then we get to the door up ahead, and then it's... Okay, so we don't go that way. Okay, so we were supposed to do the running bit, roundabout run.
I don't deserve to live!
We're not supposed to go this way. Okay, there we go.
Maya, I finally get it. I know what you wanted me to find.
Anita, what's up?
I'm so sorry, Amelie. Maya died because I killed her.
What are you talking about?
You and Maya wrote letters to each other, right?
Yeah, but then Maya jumped off the villa roof.
Well, there was supposed to be one in the last book you had, too.
What?
That letter was a message for you.
Why are you telling me this, Anita?
I was jealous of Maya. I was afraid she'd take you away from me. My mom was right. I should never have been born.
Oh, wait, Anita, calm down.
I do appreciate the intersparse it put in between this. But yeah. Hey, you should give yourself shout outs. You're borderlanding. Lurking for dinner. At least she's holding her phone very realistically. I just these running bits. They also I feel like these running bits exist strictly to like add tension to the game that isn't there already. Cause they don't make sense otherwise. We're going for round 3.
What?
So we've descended a little further.
I jumped off the building.
Oh, but I did.
Even if I die, this doesn't end. How many times do I have to go through this?
Find it. How can I get you to forgive me? Please, Maya, tell me. Why won't you say anything? I heard super mixed things about this game. At least it's free. And also, it also shows me that the people who I guess are trying to revive Silent Hill don't know what Silent Hill's about. I feel like the people that made this don't know what Silent Hill is about. Mind the fact that we're not even in Silent Hill. We're in Germany, very far away from Silent Hill, which is in game world terms is an actual town in the United States. February 4th, I ended up heading to the roof of the villa. I couldn't help but think of the girl who jumped to her death last year. Actually, a lot of girls kill themselves here, all teens supposedly. Now the place is a famous spot to kill themselves. Looking down from the roof, I could see how high up I was. The thought of a light breeze sending me flying made me feel a little queasy. Were they not scared? What was going through their heads? Were they jumping away from something or to something? Might be a horror game the team wanted to make, but Konami decided to slap Silent Hill on it, so it probably got retitled. I kind of wonder, cause I mean, I'm a big fan of Silent Hill, you know, despite its rather I guess constantly questionably shifting lore that happens with it and quality of games. But this one is like just so like what, and it's like trying to touch the themes of it without actually, I don't know. And yeah, at this point I know I'm not in danger, but then it's just interspersed with running from a monster bits where I have to memorize the maze and to get to the next section of game where I'm no longer in danger again. So it's just like it feels so thrown in. And it's the only monster we see, and at this point, because I've died several times to it and had to rerun bits, I'm not scared of it. This monster provides me with no tension other than I have to get past you to advance the game.
Don't you dare go outside!
And it's like, the environment has the potential, and Silent Hill's got so much lore to it, and I feel like they're just throwing it all away. I don't know. I'm so mixed on this. You fight back, or is it just a clone of games like Outlast Rerun? You just run. So it's not even like actual Silent Hill games where you can fight back. In Silent Hill, you can fight back in those games, and this one you can't. You have to run. And if so as you may have seen in that last running bit, it's basically you have a split second if the monster sees you to get away from them. Otherwise, you are instantly dead, and you have to do the whole running bit all over again. And it just, oh God, that's not, you it's such a way to just like take the player out of the fear. Because now I'm so familiar with the monster. I'm not scared of it. It's just, I've had like all the tension removed. These are all the rooms I went in before, but now they're like gated up. Feels like a rebranded game. Remind you of shattered memories. What's the Silent Hill thing? It's not. No, it's not. It's really not. It's it's not in Silent Hill. It's only like.
She really taught
feels
me what
like-
friendship could mean that day.
It feels like a game
It was
that once
delicious.
heard of Silent Hill but has no idea what Silent Hill is really about. And Little Mama Luz, thank you so much for the follow. It's just, and it like, oh here we go. So now it's the first, the first actual mention of Silent Hill at all. The Silent Hill phenomenon. The suicide rate has increased around the world in large part due to the struggles brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, with countries still unsure how best to handle the issue. Wear a mask. These trying times have also given rise to a strange phenomenon in many cases. Those affected suddenly claim to see fog, even on fair weather days, and lose consciousness shortly after. Are we trying to go with the idea of like the mental fog that COVID-19 brings on? Like, are we insinuating that long COVID is somehow linked to Silent Hill? You fucking kidding me? This has become to be known as the Silent Hill phenomenon. Oh my god. Named after a similar event that occurred in the eponymous US town. The first to propose a theory explaining why this could be happening is Dr. XXX. I hope they struck out his name because they strung him up and threw him into a wood chipper after all the blood drained out, because no credible person, you know what, he probably went to Trump University. I mean, okay. Considering during that time people were taking horse dewormer, I wouldn't be surprised actually. A social psychologist at XXX University who had the following to say on the matter. To one who is psychologically unstable, fog represents uncertainty and sensory illusions. When in a state of high stress, one's vision may become obscured or tunneled, as if one's wandering through a dense fog or mist. No, that's your blood vessels restricting and you're not getting enough oxygen because you've got long COVID. Societal uncertainty or apprehension about the future manifests as fog, thus blurring the lines between illusion and reality. As time goes on, we are seeing more and more cases of the Silent Hill phenomenon. In response, Dr. XXX calls for a rapid rebuilding of society as well as a stronger emphasis on counseling and mental health. Is that the Silent Hill phenomenon you just threw at me? Was that like the snow representation of the fog? Was Silent Hill coming for me? Oh my god. I mean, okay, fair enough. During the start of COVID-19, there was a lot of crack nut jobs out there. Take horse dewormer and shove light bulbs up your ass, but I think this game is trying to seriously put that forward, that yeah, the vaccine is making me magnetic. The snowball represents society. So I don't think I was wrong in saying this was made by people who once maybe heard of Silent Hill in passing and have no idea what it's about. They just saw like people posting pictures on the internet of foggy days going, it's like Silent Hill, and they went, ah. We should make a game called Silent Hill. It'll have fog in it. And we'll relate it to COVID-19 and social media and teenagers on the internets. Holy crap. When I said this game was like taking its themes and beating you over the head with it, oh my god. This is really like, wow, what the fuck? Found shoving light bulbs up Raspberry Lightning experience. I didn't even see the trailer for this. I just saw Silent Hill free game, and I love Silent Hill, like I say, despite its rather rough universe that it lives in, which I'm sure many Sonic fans can relate to. Of just like, this is like, I know Lucky Bun played this, and I want to know what Lucky Bun's take on this was. I didn't watch Lucky Bun play this because I didn't want spoilers, so I would love to see. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can find Lucky Bun's playthrough of this, because oh my god. Ugh. This just makes me so much more upset that Silent Hills got canceled. We could have had such an excellent Silent Hill game. It did spawn Death Stranding, which I love that game, and I'm excited for the sequel. But fuck me, we lost so much. So yeah, if I'd been paying attention, I think all these room numbers we're entering are ones we'd been in before and found story elements, and now, you know, it's like, oh, you're done with this. Oh. Are we getting a non-monster chase scene? Or a non-chase, a monster not chase? I do appreciate them kind of take, like, the one thing I can appreciate about this game is, one, the atmosphere's kind of nice. Kind of. Sort of. That's about the best I can give it on atmosphere. But, like, trying to take into the modern day of sort of, you know, in Silent Hill, you carried a radio with you, a broken radio, and it would give static every time there was a monster nearby. And so their take on it is your cell phone glitches out, which, fair, you know, a decent way of, like, kind of bringing Silent Hill into the modern age and indicating monsters nearby, but that's so far about the only positive credit I can give this game.
Wait, me and my mom lived here. This is our living room.
Oh, and the other thing I will grant this game is the warnings and the listings of phone numbers to, like, suicide prevention, and the way they keep putting that immediately after this character commits suicide. So I will give them that one. Like, good job on that. That's sadly the best part of your game. December 29th, 2011. I finally lost touch with him. I'll never see him again. I thought I found my happily ever after, but it was all a dream. However, I haven't lost everything. I still have my children, my cute little angels who light up my life. I'm still wondering, are Amelie and Anita sisters? I think they must be. They must be twins. There's not been a mention of them being sisters, and Anita says, you know, you're taking my friend away, which I've known twins before who do say that their sister is like their best friend. So maybe that is what is happening here, is that... But see, the thing of it is there was the indication that potentially Amelie has a brother. Amelie does have a brother, but Amelie is an adopted daughter, and the brother may or may not be adopted, and the indications... They haven't said it, but the implication is maybe the brother made sexual comments toward the sister because they're not related. Now, none of that was actually explicitly stated, but that's kind of what I'm guessing, because she feels uncomfortable around her brother, and like it's made her feel self-conscious about her body. So I don't know, but the thing of it is, Anita, who we are, and Amelie both look so similar. So I'm trying to piece that together. Are we? Oh, no, we're not. I've seen her mom live there. Why is the toilet seat up? You have an excellent point. Why is the toilet seat up? If two girls live here, the toilet seat is never up. How to seek help for not killing myself after killing myself. This is exactly the connection I just made. As I walked up to the door, I went, oh my god, are we going to PT this now? I made the comment earlier that we were kind of PTing it because we've gone 2 rounds. Like, we've jumped off the building twice, and we've gone back through the environment, but things have been different. But I was like, oh, this is a long PT. But now I think we're doing a short PT. PT, if you don't know what that is, back when they were still developing Silent Hills, playable teaser, yeah, what D's saying. They had released a demo that was essentially, you would walk down, you were basically walking through a house, but it repeated over and over and over again, and things were changing. And funnily enough, a lot of indie horror games that came out after that were PT. You would walk through environments and go right back through, and it would loop around. It spawned a whole genre. It spawned a whole genre, and I'm like, oh, we're doing this again now, aren't we? We really are. We're doing PT now. Oh, this game is trying so hard to be Silent Hill now.
Why won't you listen to a damn thing I say?
I don't know, Pizza. You should have told me. I don't think you were making it very clear, Pizza, what it was you wanted me to do. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again, Pizza. I'll never betray you, Pizza. I'm so sorry. February 10th, 2012. My new man showed up to my place with pizza. Children definitely need a father, but they still won't take to him. He looked annoyed when he left. Hope he doesn't hate me. Okay, so we're on to the mother now. This is the mother's... And I guess this is where the abuse towards Anita started. So the dad walked out on him, but mom still had the children and she was happy. But then a new man comes in and the kids aren't taking to him, and she's going to take it out on her kids. Never have that other takeout ever again. Yeah, it is an aggressive pizza box, isn't it? Yeah, one thing I've said too is we keep getting those voices, and they're so like, I always just say it's Rita Repulsa. It's just Rita Repulsa being angry at us. February 22nd, 2012. My daughter drew a picture of our family. We're smiling and holding hands. I wish she would have drawn him as well. Maybe she doesn't realize he might join our family? She is slower than the other kids her age. I'm sure she'll catch up and pass them soon enough. I know how to raise a child. I'm a good mother. I'm nothing like that heartless bitch who raised me. I won't fill my children with hate and fear. Oh God. So it's the abused mother going to become her mother and pass the traits down. This game is just this game is taking all the tropes and just like slamming us over the head with them. That's the other thing about this is throughout this whole thing it has taken tropes and just bludgeoned us over the head with it. It's not even subtle. It's oh hey, there's that tomato soup that we saw in the bathtub near the start of the game. Remember? Also, are we getting shorter? I feel like we're getting shorter. I guess it's meant to like kind of take us back and like we're now like younger Anita, right? But this time, okay, so this time the environment's different. We're in a bedroom instead. So it's not going full PT, I guess. March 7th, 2012. He showed up again with a smile on his face and a pizza in his hands from the new place he was raving about. My daughter hated the pizza though. She was extremely picky. I should probably teach her to eat things she doesn't like. I know I was forced to eat things I hated when I was a kid, but I guess it has to be done. Oh God. It's gonna be that Anita's autistic, isn't it? The kids finally blew up in front of him today. He was exhausted from work and said he just wanted to relax. He makes me feel so good, but I can't do the same for him. Maybe I'm not strict enough with them. We need him for him to be happy. We need him for a happy life, and I need them to realize that. I know it's probably a little harsh, but maybe if they don't see the light for a while, they'll finally see the light in him. Oh, shit. Yeah, getting short represents society. We're short in the stock market. It's the Silent Hill effect. Just look at, this would have been about the time Ponies was getting itself going, right? April 12th, 2012. He told me the banging on the closet door was making it hard for him to unwind. If they would just be quiet for a little bit, everything would be fine. What's wrong with them? He doesn't visit as much as he used to. If I don't figure something out, I mean, oh God, Mom locked him in the closet. Also, I can't get out of here. Hello. Oh.
I'm giving up my life for you!
We are getting shorter. Because now look what the door is. Okay. So Mom went total depression. May 9th, 2012. Everything seems to be going well now that we've been going out on dates. He was worried about my kids, so he bought them a bunch of books and toys. That should be enough to keep them occupied, right? I've been going out so much lately that I've left the place in a bit of a mess. I should clean it, but by the time I get back, I have no energy. May 25th. I got contacted by the Child Welfare Center. I guess some nosy bitch or asshole in my building reported hearing a child crying at night in my place. The fuck do they know? He hasn't called me much lately. Am I destined to be alone? Everyone else is out enjoying life, while I'm working my ass off raising kids. Why am I the fucking bad guy? If I hadn't had children, maybe I'd be planning my summer vacation with my friends right now. Nothing matters anymore. I'm just crawling through life. I know what's going on in the closet, but I can't look. I just want to be happy. What's wrong with that? Just mixing beer and wine, rookie mistake. Are we gonna? We're going so far back. It's gonna be like that scene from Death Stranding. You go down Norman Reedus' esophagus, and there's BB. Except Kojima would do it a lot better. Okay, so Mom has basically abandoned the kids to the closet.
Stop.
Are you insinuating maybe the children got shoved in the fridge? Or should put the baby in the closet or fridge, as sometimes games narratives don't. Ms. Krista Planert, we have reached out to you repeatedly, but have been yet to receive a response. We take this to mean you have no intention of remedying this issue. You are in violation of German Civil Code Article 1631, Section 2. Accordingly, the federal court has instructed us to take your children. Should you have objections to this, please contact us as soon as possible. Frank Fisher, Tetzenstadt Child Welfare Center. Okay, so it is then possible that Anita and Amelia are sisters, but they might have been split up and they went to different adoptive parents. The children in the fridge. That's cold. Hopefully they filled up the ice tray while they were at it. So that's why we keep seeing that theme, I guess. Boy found dead in refrigerator. Mother arrested. Oh shit. A boy was found dead today in a refrigerator in the home of his 41-year-old mother, Person A, who was arrested by local authorities for hiding the body. Person A claims to have locked her son in the closet for more than a day to punish him. When she noticed he wasn't moving the next morning, she hid his lifeless body in the refrigerator. Investigators are conducting an autopsy to determine the cause of death. So then was there another child? Yeah, there was another child. Okay. According to the investigation, Person A's daughter ran to a neighbor's house to call the police to report her mother for neglect. When detectives arrived at the house, they discovered her brother's body in a refrigerator and arrested the mother after she confessed her crime.
You disobeyed me again! You can just stay in there!
Don't lock me in here! Let me out!
This is all your fault! Bad things happen because of you!
Okay,
Never have been bored!
these like weird live act. Whoa. It's Rita Repulsa. She's coming to get us.
Yeah, that's exactly it! My mother yelled at me, and me, locked me up! She inflicted the curse on my room, and I gave it life!
Sorry, Mom! Mom, let me out! Please don't leave me! just like you. I'm cursed. Why am I seeing this room here in the villa? I tried so hard to forget this place.
Okay, so we're hey, look, we're taller again. It's the same thing? Yeah, okay. Again, I see it's trying to like I feel like it's trying to like mimic the sort of mother-daughter thing that went on in the original Silent Hill. But it feels like it's just going way wrong with it. Are we running again? Of course. Next chapter. Oh, good. Well, what was I supposed to even do in this situation? Literally, there was nowhere else for me to go. Oh my god. See what I talk about how these running bits are just so stupid?
Sorry, Mom!
Doesn't help that the glitch effect just lags out too. Like what? How about if I just don't go? Oh, that's what you're pulling on me.
I really like what you drew me way back.
Am I able to like stop and look at things?
You're into art, right? You could audit an art class.
Whoa! Oh, come on! Ugh. This game leaves me like zero room to make a mistake.
When will this end?
Yeah, it's not scary, it's just annoying. It really is just, these running bits are don't make a single mistake or start over again. And the worst part is this running bit is just lagged the fuck as well. So like, okay, I can...
I really like what you drew me way back. are you hiding inside?
Oh god, tell me. Oh, which way it's going. Close. Fucking serious. Behind me.
You're way too hard on yourself.
I wonder if I'm supposed to find all these things. Like, it's not gonna let me go until I, like, find everything. That's making me repeat things.
You're into art, right? You could audit an art class. I'm sorry!
Can't.
I'm so sorry!
I'm going in circles now. Fine right there. Oh, I'm back in here. Oh, gone in a circle. Instantly die if I go the wrong way. Gotta be an indication of where I'm supposed to go. If I die, I'm not restarting. I'm not doing all that again.
Everyone blames me!
Do I really have to? So now it's Slender Man. I gotta run from the monster while finding all the freaking pages. Ugh. And if I die, I have to start over. I'm sorry, are we back in like the 2000s when we established that this game mechanic was long past its time?
I really like what you drew me way back.
Oh, I see what it's doing. It's showing me... Okay. It is unlocking
You're
the
into art,
door.
right? You could audit
You
an
can see
art
the
class.
locks coming off the door. But then I have to find the door. Alright. Do it! Oh, God, first personing this is a nightmare. I can't. The problem is I can't. No idea what that was about.
What's that? Oh, you like what you see?
It's scary. I'm just annoyed. I'm going in circles. Oh, wait, what happens? Blech. The visual glitches are annoying the piss out of me. Because it's just lagging the game as well. There's supposed to be that way. Because I mean the phone's flashing too because the monster's close to me. Oh, okay, well this is how I get out. I'm dead. I'm dead. There's nowhere for me to go. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I don't have time to like figure out where I'm going. Alright, this is my last attempt. This is my last attempt, and if I don't make it, that's it. We'll like watch the ending on the internet or something, because this is... Yeah, the noise. It's just, it's causing so many issues. It's not helping. It's making everything worse.
I really like what you drew me way back. right? You could audit an art class.
Plus, then there's just like moments where you just can't see.
What's that? Oh, you like what you see?
Mind you, I'm also playing this on a controller.
What are you hiding inside?
Okay, door's open. Now if I can get back.
Let me out!
See, where's it going? Door's unlocked. I just have to find it now. Just don't run though. Maybe I'm not supposed to be running. Fuck you! Are you serious? That is bullshit! You can't put him on the other side of the door and make it an instant kill! Fuck you, developers, honestly. The developers of this game, absolutely fuck you. 1, your themes are so heavy-handed they're trash. 2, you don't even know what Silent Hill is. 3, you don't know what makes a good horror game mechanic. 4, you can't do this stupid memorize the maze bullshit and have instant kill mechanics. There is nothing about this that is Silent Hill, except they had one crackpot theory go, oh, it's the Silent Hill effect if you get long COVID. This isn't Silent Hill. Nothing about this game is Silent Hill. The game mechanics aren't even Silent Hill. In Silent Hill, you can fight the monsters. In this one, you can't. There's nothing in this game that is Silent Hill, except they haphazardly mention it. Ugh. We get it. The teenager's depressed because they had an abusive parent. You hit us over the head with that in the first 5 fucking seconds of this trashy game. And then you just kept driving it home, saying that this is the theme. You're a depressed teenager because social media. You're not getting enough likes. Oh, and your parent abused you. Oh, and economics. And you've got long COVID as well. There's nothing good about this game. The only good thing about this game is that it gives you a link and phone numbers to suicide prevention hotlines. That is the only redeeming quality of this piece of garbage. The themes aren't good. The narrative isn't good. The mechanics aren't good. Everything about this game is trash. I've played terrible, crappy asset flipped cash grab horror games before. They are infinitely better than this. Christ me, this is garbage. And then with this terrible transition mechanic from one chapter to the next where you have to run through a maze you memorize. And then to make it harder, they fill your vision with visual garbage so that you can't even see what you're doing. And it's not even the crappy flashlight in the dark. It's they fill your vision with digital trash to make it so you can't see what you're doing. I would rather have the flashlight that doesn't work in the dark than what they're doing. This game is so garbage. Oh, fuck me. I can't do it. I fucking can't. I've had enough. This game is so bad, it's broken me. I think things like this could be done well, not the COVID thing, and they have been done well in other media. This is just, it is. I mean, yeah, that's the case. This is very much, they took every bad thing they could think of and rammed it up to 11 and then said, this is a horror game. And it's just so bad. And I kind of wanted to give it a chance. You know, I was like, okay, yeah, they're beating us over the head with the themes, you know, they're going just heavy with it. Everything's predictable at this point. But I thought, you know, maybe they're trying, you know? And it's like, no, they're not trying. They're not trying at all. Ugh. Silent 2 apparently is the only one that gives a shit despite one having one of the best pro tags ever. Yeah, 1 and 3 are more connected with each other. 2 was very kind of off on its own. The worst part is, like, I think honestly just Silent Hill died when Silent Hills died. And I briefly got excited when they were remaking Silent Hill 2. Because I was like, oh, hey, you know, I know Silent Hills haven't been very good for a while now, but I still have hope. You know? I still enjoy the franchise even though it's not very good. And then, like, yeah, with the ideas of maybe what's going on with Silent Hill 2 and whatever that Netflix thing is going on or whatever. I think it died when Silent Hills died. I can't. I'm done. I can't. This is terrible. This game is fucking terrible. See, when Silent Hills died, we got given this, which is an infinitely better game. This game is very good. Death Stranding is an amazing game. I love it. I'm excited as hell for the sequel. This game is fucking trash. God damn. Welcome back to Twitch. Yeah, this is me coming back from my semi-hiatus. I'm not done yet. I'm not going anywhere. But fuck this game. It says we're only wait, are we only 66% done with it? Oh my god, does it go further than this? Hang on. Do we even want to see how it ends? Do we want to see how it ends? Did the pet work? I didn't see if it did or not. Friend tried to emulate Silent Hill 1. It was hard for him to play. He missed the shotgun because he couldn't see it. I can imagine, like, the graphics aren't, they were made for televisions. They don't translate well to... Nope, nope. Wonder if this is this. Hang on, okay. Hang on. We're gonna watch someone else beat this thing. I like it. Sure? That's because I closed it. What are you trying to capture? Anyway, go to that. That was my timer countdown thing. All right, we're watching Gamers Prey. This is apparently 7 fucking minutes. So, disclaimer: I am not playing anymore. So how does this end? I don't know how much we've missed. I don't know how much we've missed because according to the PlayStation, we were only 66% of the way through. Been really absorbed in work lately. Decided paint the girls jumped off the roof. Left this place for something better. My roof piece is almost done. It may actually be the crowning achievement, but once it's done, sign and script me for club blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, it's just this is the other girl, Maya. Was found collapsed on the ground. Wait, go back. Slow down a little bit. Jesus. Oh, go back. 1 p.m. on the 12th, popular graffiti artist CB Maya Aiko Hindenburg was found collapsed on the grounds of an apartment building in Kiddenstadt. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. The death of the 18-year-old girl comes as a shock not only to local community members, but also to those who were familiar with her work. Authorities believe the cause of death may be suicide, but given her popularity and lack of warning signs to her peers, they have not ruled out foul play and are proceeding with a full-scale investigation. Also, I just realized, can you guys hear it? Yeah, you can hear it, okay. Unfortunately, the VOD's not going to hear this. I just realized the VOD's not going to hear this. Hang on. Some redeems may end up getting audio doubled, but the VOD won't hear it otherwise. Now it should.
Is this me? When did she draw this?
I want to show the hidden side of girls. Their impulses, their urges. What are you hiding inside? Don't worry about what people think.
I don't mind that they use live action. It's just
Be
weird.
proud.
So, she did notice me.
She doesn't look German. She is of Japanese descent, but her family had moved to Germany. Because they talked about like the Japanese moving here in the industrial to like revitalize the town, which failed. And that like apparently that girl's grandmother was considered a witch.
I was so happy when my mom liked the first picture I drew. I could have had a different life, too. I guess someone finally did love me. You actually noticed me. I never thought you would. Amelie, what should I do?
Remember when Silent Hill was about the cult that tried to summon their god, sacrificing a little girl, and the girl damned them all for it? I feel like that's what the connection was they tried to make with the Maya's grandmother apparently cursing the town for financial instability. That was the curse,
Anita,
supposedly.
what's up?
I'm sorry, Amelie. I'm such a piece of shit. I had no idea she'd do that.
What are you talking about? Did something happen?
I thought I was invisible. That I didn't matter. No matter what anyone said. I didn't listen.
Anita?
But you and Maya, both of you did see me. I should have figured that out sooner.
Anita? Wait. Where are you right now?
Well, Amelie is on the beach.
Thank
True.
you, Amelie. You were always there for me. I'm going to go apologize to Maya now.
Wait! Anita! Calm down. Just listen to me.
Already said she doesn't listen to anybody, and then her friend's like, please listen to me.
Amelie.
Oh, so she does listen.
For you, Anita.
Seeking a connection with others is a sign of weakness. It's running away. The strongest animals don't form groups. They act alone and need only themselves to survive. Those who betray themselves to fit into a group are pathetic. There's no beauty
This is
in
the
living
lines
like
they
that.
said at the start of the game.
But I don't
She really taught me what friendship
just
could mean
want
that
someone
day.
to understand me.
And it was delicious.
Those I love.
And also, none of what she said was true. It was all
I want to
demonstrably
keep moving
untrue.
Forward and never look back.
Bumble, thank you so
to
much for the follow.
18-year-old me.
And that was it. Okay, there we go. That was the end. That was the end. Oh God. That was it. God, that game was not worth it. Even the adventure, like, and so the whole point of the adventure, where they beat us over the head that you're a depressed teenager that's trying to commit suicide because you find out you actually drove a friend you wanted to pay attention to you to commit suicide. And the whole point is you don't listen to anyone because you're just trying to be on your own. And then you finally listen to someone and you're okay now. Oh my God. Oh my God, this game is terrible. None of that was worth it. None of the time I spent playing that was worth it. Oh my God. Oh, that was awful. Oh, that game was awful. Oh my God. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, that game was awful. Oh. Model looks beautiful. You like my low pony shot? Oh, thank you. Feel like the FNAF movie did a better job at similar message. I haven't seen the movie. Just don't be depressed. Oh my God. Game was awful. I wanted so badly. It wasn't even Silent Hill. And they just tried to ham-fist related to Silent Hill. They tried to ham-fist related to Silent Hill by talking about the Silent Hill phenomenon, which happens when you get long COVID. That was the connection to Silent Hill. But they tried to, like, sort of connect it because during the monster bits, you would sort of in the way go to the other world. Oh my God, it was so awful. Can't see the game? There isn't a game. We finished it. We're done. We finished it. Oh my God. Did Bloober Team make it? I actually don't know. I don't recall. I turned the PlayStation off. Who made it? Oh my God, it's like it just nothing nothing about it was Silent Hill. Who made it? Oh god. You'll want to know. Oh god, here's the Wikipedia entry. I already hate what I just read about it. Hang on. So, Motoi Okamoto, current producer for the Silent Hill series, states the game deals with serious modern-day issues such as social media, bullying, and suicide, and concentrates the essence of the series. The feeling of being psychologically hemmed in and cornered into a short window. We hope that a new generation of players who are new to Silent Hill, and of course are longtime fans of the series, will take this opportunity to experience this game. Okay, let me just tell you, as a longtime fan of Silent Hill, this was the worst garbage I have ever played. Not only as a Silent Hill game, as a horror game. This isn't what Silent Hill is about. This isn't Silent Hill. That's not what Silent Hill is. Silent Hill was a town in the US that was cursed by a woman who sacrificed her daughter to raise a god, and that girl brought her inner demons and manifested them into the real world. It was not a psychological manifestation of the people that go there. It was the demons of the child of the cult that cursed the town. Judgment 2 does a better job on those themes. Lost Judgment, play Lost Judgment. Not this, yeah. Yeah, that's why the enemies are nurses and stuff. That's why the enemies in Silent Hill were like that, because they were manifestations of the child's inner demons. She had psychic power, and she was able to manifest her state of mind, not the state of mind of the protagonist, but her own state of mind is what got projected, and that was what people often said was the other world. It wasn't you as the protagonist, you weren't going to this other plane of existence. It was this mental existence projecting itself onto the town of Silent Hill. But in Silent Hill lore, over occurrence of many games, that sort of got smudged and sort of unintentionally retconned, because new writers to the series didn't understand what the original was about entirely. And so that's why a lot of the later games too as well don't quite do as well, because it's not what the game was about. And so that's... And this one feels like it takes the greatest misunderstanding of Silent Hill and made a game out of it. And as someone who, again, is a big fan of Silent Hill despite its failings, this just hurts to see it so drastically and terribly misunderstood, and then being told that I hope longtime fans of the series will like this. No, I hate it. You've misunderstood the game entirely. Oh my god. It's like if the Resident Evil zombies were just mental illness. Like, and the Jigsaw, like when Jigsaw kidnapped you to teach you a lesson. Silent Hill is some, it's because Silent Hill 2, as everyone liked more, is some hard canon. Yeah. It's kind of the thing of it is, Silent Hill 2 as a game wasn't bad, but it did depart from what the lore of it was, and I didn't mind Silent Hill, like Silent Hill 2 kind of doing what it did, but I just kind of accepted it wasn't canon to the original. I almost considered Silent Hill 2 to be an alternate universe Silent Hill, which was okay. I actually liked Silent Hill 2. But, you know, I just understood. To me, it was alternate universe Silent Hill. And so, yeah, God. So, yeah. I'm reading more of this wiki here. Let's see. So when asked, this question's really hard to read. Why starting to make such a small-scale game and release? I'm guessing this is translated. As the producer for Silent Hill, the most important thing for me was to have people who love Silent Hill and who really care about making the games. I guarantee you had nobody on your team who cared about Silent Hill. I'm going to repeat that. The most important thing for me was to have people who love Silent Hill and who really care about making the games. Who on that team knew shit about Silent Hill? Because I saw none of it. We know that there are fans of Silent Hill all over the world, but of course, we have plenty of people who really love the series inside Konami as well, and I want to see them be the ones working on the game. However, the last time that Konami itself actually developed a full-fledged horror game, that was Silent Hill 4. That was about 20 years ago. I guess we're not counting all the others like Downpour and Zero. Which I don't think those were in-house anyway, actually. Want to experiment and refine our ability to handle horror titles. You failed, by the way, because that was awful. So they could start working towards a fuller game. We have so many people at Konami who love Silent Hill and horror games in general. I wish you got any of them to work on this game. So this game was also a way to show that we're dedicated to continuing to develop more horror titles. Please develop one. Since we were making a horror game for the first time in a long time, we were looking for a really strong development partner in Japan we could work together with. And we decided on Hexadrive. Okay, apparently that's the development team. They make fantastic games, and they'd actually come to us before with a demo proposal for a Silent Hill 2 remake. Hexadrive had really left an impression with us. They clearly cared a lot about Silent Hill, so we went back to them and asked if they'd work on us with this project. Now I have no hope for Silent Hill 2 remake. None whatsoever. But if you watch our credits, you'll see from all the Konami staff listed there that we've been involved with the game internally as well. Absolutely nobody that worked on this game knew Silent Hill. Nobody in this game knew Silent Hill. They were all fans of Silent Hill Homecoming. Oh, God. I think the problem they couldn't remake Silent Hill 1 as well, because I think they actually lost the master copy. I think the master copy of Silent Hill 1 is gone. It's lost media. I think that's one of the other reasons why they said they couldn't remake it, because it's gone. It doesn't exist. They lost it. This was the devs. Look at their back catalog. Oh god. So what have they made? Res HD. That's okay. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D. I didn't play 3D. Oh, on the 3DS. I never played that, so I can't really say much. Demon Score, Okami HD. It seems like a lot of what they make is just remakes. And a lot of these are like on Android and iOS. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. So they don't actually... Hey, Amy. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, iOS. So they either made mobile games, or they made like remakes. So they don't actually... And okay, even looking at the genre of the games they make. So apparently this team, which has made a lot of horror games, according to the director, looking at Hexadrive's list of games that they have made, there's the Third Birthday, which was on PlayStation Portable. That's a role-playing shooter survival horror. That was back in 2010. The next horror game they made was... Scrolling. Resident Evil 7, Not a Hero. Okay. And then Silent Hill, The Short Message. This is their extensive list of horror games that apparently the director said they've made. Everything the director for this game series has said is a lie. This person actually lied about everything. They lied about the company that made the game. They lied about knowing anything about Silent Hill. They lied about saying that the people that worked on this game love Silent Hill and horror games. I don't believe anything they've said. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is like... It's like a cover band who's pretty good on their own... Pretty good, but their music stinks. That's... They did exactly 2 horror games. Resident Evil 7 DLC and Alpha Parasite E PSP game no one liked. Fuck's sake. God. Everything this dude said, everything the director said isn't even fucking true. The reception bit for the wiki page for the game is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Oh my god. Reception. Silent Hill. The short message received mixed or average reviews from critics. According to reviews, with an average rating of 51 out of 100 based on 13 reviews and a weak rating from OpenCritic. Screen Rant wrote, for a free game that shows the first glimpse of what Konami is truly doing with the franchise, Silent Hill short message is absolutely worth experiencing. Christopher Teuton, you're a liar. It is not. Really, site message is absolutely worth experiencing. It's far better. It's a far better start than it could have been. Could really argue with that one. And is undeniably the best new Silent Hill media since 2014. Silent Hill Homecoming was far better than this. Silent Hill, the mobile game, is far better than this. What is this? What are they talking about? Writing for IGN, Koji and Daniel Robinson commented the game's effective use of themes to create a feeling of genuine dread. I dreaded playing this game about halfway through. Describing the game as a modern and impactful iteration of the Silent Hill franchise. No, it wasn't. Describe the game as a oh wait, here's the first one. Here's the first one that sounds legit. Mark Delaney of GameSpot described the game as a bad Silent Hill caricature, critiquing it as trial and error chase sequences and on-the-nose plot and dialogue. Fucking that guy said it dead on. That guy said it dead on. He puts it succinctly, everything I've been complaining about. You're taking a trial and error chase sequence. I said that was terrible, and they agree. And on-the-nose plot dialogue. You know, the plot that beat us over the head with its theme from the beginning. That guy actually gave a legit review. You know, when you worked at your company, they claimed your sensors were made by people with a passion for motion capture, and that was all. That is true. How is the Obscure doing, by the way? Has any streamer, by the way, has any streamers out there heard of Obscure? You can get it free on Epic, but it also, you can also get like the motion capture equipment for it. I've tried it. It's terrible. I think they sold, what was it, 3? And 2 got sent back? And according... And like last year they went to TwitchCon, and apparently inside the office they were saying they were the most popular booth at TwitchCon. And everyone... I followed a lot of people who went to TwitchCon. Not a single person mentioned Obscure. Oh my god. Corporations are funny. Until Dawn or The Quarry are more Silent Hill-like than this, yes. I gotta see if there's another here worth pulling out before we move on. We're gonna move on to another game, but I just want to see. Let's see. Will Rowe found the game to be unnecessarily graphic, and its themes shallow and heavy-handed. Graphic is... I'll be honest, it was less graphic than other Silent Hills, so I can't agree with that, but shallow and heavy-handed, extremely. Observing the game's ending twist to be predictable, yeah. I mean, to be fair, in a lot of later Silent Hills, the ending wasn't always the good. It was always like that weird twist ending where you find out you're still in hell or whatever. It's just as a general theme. So this one, having the ending where you survive and are okay, is actually a little bit unpredictable, but still wasn't very good. Probably compared many aspects of the game to the previous Silent Hill titles such as PT and Downpour, and found the references to the series at large extremely unstable. Which, while describing the game's presentation on its suicide themes as borderline tacky. Very true. Observing that the writing doesn't give Anita much more definition beyond her mental illness. Excruciatingly true. Still, she ultimately concludes that the game has merit such as some unique imagery that makes it feel optimistic about the series' future. I walked away from that game feeling like the series might actually just be dead. That anything they bring out is just going to be this horrifying homunculus of not good. I would say the only redeeming quality of that game is they put information of how to contact suicide hotlines. That was the only redeeming quality of that game. Otherwise, it's just fucking terrible. Oh, God. If you want this game but interesting, Corpse Party 2021. I'm just like, I'm so beaten down with how bad that was. I wasn't expecting good. I was hopeful for good, but I wasn't expecting it. But that was just... I expected nothing and I was still disappointed. Oh, God. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to something else. Because this was terrible. This was so terrible. You set the bar so low and still get disappointed. When you set the bar so low that people will be surprised when you accidentally trip over it. And they couldn't even accomplish that. Oh, God. Game is bad. Glad it was free. Wasn't even worth it. I demand money from the director for playing that. Director of that game, you owe me some subs. It was that terrible. Fuck me. Let's play an actual